Hi everybody, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, we thought the cruise ship was fixed, but maybe not. Maybe not, as they've changed a lot of itineraries for that ship for 3 months. So we'll have to look into that situation. We have protesters once again in Amsterdam causing havoc with the cruise ship industry. We'll talk about that situation. We have a warning coming out from 2 different cruise lines. One warning is specific to Miami from the 1st, starting today, to the 4th, about some issues that might prevent you from getting to the cruise ship ports very easily. And then in the Mediterranean, specifically in Italy, we have warnings out there from Norwegian Cruise Line of, yeah, you got to protect yourself from these things that are going on. So first off, let's talk about what's happening today in Miami. We have a boulevard known as Highway 1, Biscayne Avenue, I believe it's called. It is a north-south corridor that runs directly in front of the entranceway into the cruise terminals. And it is undergoing major construction today, all the way until the 4th. So if you have a cruise ship leaving today or the next 3 days out of Miami, the cruise lines want to, they've sent out emails to everybody, but just in case you're traveling and you're not checking your emails, maybe you might see the video. Just be warned, you might want to leave a little extra time to get yourself to the cruise terminal and even get yourself to the airport if you're leaving the cruise terminal during this time, if you have any plans on using that north-south corridor. Next, let's talk about the protesters in Amsterdam. They came out in full force. It's being reported on some news media. Full force of protesters. All 30 of them. That's right. 30 people coming out to protest is apparently a full force worth of of people. It's from the environmental group Extinction Rebellion. And of course, they are dead set against cruising industry, period. They don't want to hear about shore power. They don't want to hear about LNG. They just want cruise ships gone completely, and they want an end to the industry. And they came out and they floated out in dinghies and kayaks and even inflatable, like, what are they? The inflatable, like, animals, right? Like you're going out on a flamingo. And they got in front of the cruise ship, causing a delay in the cruise ship. It had to come to a complete stop. They got dangerously close to the front of the cruise ship. Very dangerous area to be. Cruise ships can't stop on a dime while it was coming in. They gathered around 4:30 a.m. and went out and blocked the ship from coming into the harbor, causing havoc, of course, with the shipping lanes, etc. that are going on. Again, 30 people decided that it was their right to disrupt thousands upon thousands of people, and they're just trying to get off the ship. This is in embarkation port, which means many people may have missed their flights, missed tours that they had booked in Amsterdam, and got delayed getting onto the ship, period. Now, the police finally did intervene after about 2 hours and arrested 15 protesters, although some of them were released almost immediately, 2 of them at least. And some of them were charged with assault, blocking industry, like cruise ship industry, basically nuisance, except for the assault. And of course, the protesters are claiming, well, some of the police ran into us. Wait a minute, you're in front of a cruise ship. You're running into the cruise ship. And if you're blocking something and you're doing it basically illegally, right? This is not a legal situation. You're not allowed to get into these places and stop commerce and stop shipping and stop highways and stop businesses. You're breaking the law. And so I always find it funny when they cry wolf when they're doing something illegal, protesting, and they get called out for it, and now it's the police who are the aggressors, and they ran into our boats. Well, how else do you get close to a boat without bringing your boat up close to it? Because they weren't leaving. They weren't leaving on their own. They had to be arrested to do it. So like half the protesters arrested. You know my feeling. Protest all you want. You have a right to protest anywhere, but you don't have a right to block businesses, people's highways, vacation spots. No matter what you're feeling, you can't block the world from happening. You can protest it's happening, but you can't block other people's right to travel, to move, to get to work, etc. That's kind of my feeling on protesting. There we go. Next, let's talk about the Celebrity Beyond. And remember, she had to cancel a cruise because she developed propulsion issues. She went over to the Bahamas, went in there, got repaired, and then we were told, she's ready to go, she's all set, don't worry about it. But, the first week, they're going to take it easy. So they adjusted some of the itineraries, rerouted the itineraries to make it less traveling time. They can travel at a lower speed, adjusted times in port. And we thought that this was, like normal standards. Many, many times cruise ships do this after coming off a major repair for about a week or two sailings. Well, it doesn't seem like everything's fine in the world of the Celebrity Beyond, because it is now changed itineraries for the next 3 months on the Celebrity Beyond. Changing itineraries, changing times in port. They remain basically the same, but in reversed orders sometimes, etc. So it doesn't seem like the Celebrity Beyond is up and running at full capacity. Now, they assure us the ship is safe. There has been no reports during the most recent sailing of anything going haywire, like the entertainment's running, the food's running, the air conditioning's running, everything seems to be running. But again, they've changed the itinerary. So is this going to be an ongoing issue? Will this issue pop up again on your next few cruises over the next 3 months? Possibly. This is a possible ongoing situation. It's possible they didn't do all the repairs that needed to be done until it gets into a full-blown dry dock. Which isn't scheduled until later on next year, like end of next year. But if this continues, you might just see the Celebrity Beyond be pulled from service and go into a full-blown dry dock to get the engines repaired or whatever is causing the reduction in speed. But be aware of that if you're on the Celebrity Beyond over the next 3 months, and even further into that your cruise may eventually be disrupted because it doesn't seem like the repairs have been fully successful, shall we say. And finally, Norwegian Cruise Line is issuing some warnings to passengers sailing around Italy. They are having a high concentration of mosquitoes this year, and mosquitoes are carrying viruses such as the West Nile virus, Zika, etc. And they don't want passengers to come down sick. They say, there's not a lot of vaccines or anything you can take ahead of time to protect yourself from some of these things. So the best way to do it is to protect yourself while you're walking around in Rome, especially certain areas, Italy, around certain areas, especially high density forests, etc., where mosquitoes may be really prevalent, still water, places like that. And of course, they want you to wear a bug spray with DEET in it. I know it's not the most environmentally friendly bug spray, but it is the most effective bug spray. The higher concentration of DEET you have in it, it's the better protected you are from the mosquitoes. And they also want you, of course, to wear clothing that is kind of repels mosquitoes as well. Don't walk around in shorts and t-shirts and halter tops, etc. You're just opening more skin to the hungry mosquitoes that are out there. I bet you thought I was going to say hungry hippo when I said that, didn't you? Because I almost did. Well, there you go. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you think, we're going to see the Celebrity Beyond's going to break down another time? Or do you think this is just precaution? No, they're just going to change the itinerary because they can, and then she's going to be fine. You're not going to have any more issues. It's like a hit and miss situation going on right now. Well, I hope you appreciate this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Want to see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world? Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation.